Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
All right, 25 minutes before 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. We had a story this morning about the top 10 jobs and how the top 10 jobs weren't even around 10 years ago. It wasn't exactly a true story because the top job was a physician, and we had physicians 10 years ago. But a lot of the jobs weren't even around, like an app developer. There was no such thing as an app, let alone an app developer. The one thing we tell a lot of people all the time about when we do these radio broadcasts is the time we spend with Laura Burns from CareerSource, and she brings us some amazing stories about jobs that are available right here in our own community, and we encourage you to share that information and the videos that we make so that you can maybe help somebody who's looking for either a job or a career or a way to improve their lives with a new way of earning a living. So CareerSource is what we always recommend. It's free. It's free for you as an employee and also as an employer looking for talent. In Laura's place today, Dale French is here. Dale's been with us before. Good morning, Dale. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good to see you. Say something else. I'm getting your sound volume set here.
Good morning.
There you are.
All right.
How's everything? How did you get your job? Did you get your job through CareerSource?
I did, actually. When I moved here, I went to CareerSource and worked with an individual, and they had essentially a business-to-business sales position open, and that's what I started in.
Wow.
And since then, I've worked about every job in the building over 15 years.
So. It seems like it fits you. I mean, you seem like the kind of guy that likes to counsel people and give them direction, and that seems like what you do. Yeah. So you have some people in the studio. Let's see. Robbie gave me notes. What are we talking about today?
Today we are talking about, we have a very large healthcare job fair coming up next week.
Okay.
And, the healthcare field being one of the prime industries that we work in here in Marion County. Well, the three counties that we service, Citrus-Levy and Marion, but Marion has the largest need. And if you saw one of the last reports out of the Department of Labor, nationwide, there's 6.6 million jobs available in the United States, and we have a labor pool of 6.1 million. So we don't have enough people to fill the jobs.
We need more, yeah. And we were talking about the top 10 jobs this morning. I don't have it here, but the top three were health field related. The number one was physician. I think number 2 and 3 were pharmacy related. One was the pharmacist and the pharmacy something. There were two different. Yeah. So, but the health field obviously is up at the top. And then even the technological ones play a role in the health field, don't they?
Well, there's a lot of, you think of the health field and a lot of people, you start talking healthcare and the healthcare field. Right. A lot of people immediately think nursing, CNAs, doctors. Right. But you have to look at the operation as a whole and what goes into it. Everything from finance, information technologies, everything that goes on behind the scenes. There's a lot more to it than just direct healthcare workers.
Okay, so One Health Center. Who's Robert?
That's me.
That must be you, but you're the only male, of course. Yeah. All right. So our how do you pronounce your last name, Robert?
It's Putses.
Putses. Okay. Well, nice to meet you, Robert.
Thank you.
So, what do you do at One Health Center?
I'm the Senior Director of Healthcare Operations at the One Health Center.
And where is that? Where is the One Health Center?
It is on 17th Street, 1714. It's right next to the bowling alley.
Right around the corner from here, basically.
That's correct.
Not too far. And that's relatively new, right? Isn't that a new building?
The building's been around for a while. Repurposed back in 2015 as a one-stop multi-specialty healthcare.
Oh, wow. And you have some job openings over there?
Well, currently we just have one.
Oh, one.
We're always looking for top talent. We are looking right now for a receptionist in our endocrinology clinic.
Do you have to know endocrinology?
It is my way of defining it, but we will take anyone with a smile in their voice and that's willing to be trained. We have extensive training that we do. We call it the WOW experience training. So anyone that walks in with a smile in their voice and is willing to learn how we, take care of patients and what we want their experience to be like. And if they have customer service in any field, we can translate it into the medical industry.
Yeah, I'm guessing learning skills is what you're looking for. Somebody who, even if you know nothing, the ability to learn is probably the most important thing, right?
That is correct.
Yeah. Wow. And so just one, and so I'll come back to you. And are you Emily?
I am Emily.
Hello, Emily.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Great to meet you as well.
And you're Leighton Gallman, am I saying
that's correct? Gallman.
So you are the practice administrator at VIP Care. Where's that?
Yes. Okay. So VIP Care, we have offices that service senior citizens all across the state of Florida.
Okay.
We have 5 centers here in Marion County, and basically we just take really, really great care of seniors that deserve really great care.
Are these seniors who live at home, or are they?
They live at home. They do a little bit of both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a little bit of both. We're just primary care basically. We want to be that one-stop shop for our patients to be able to come and receive care.
And do you also help them understand if there's a new insurance law or a new insurance something?
Yeah, so we take a lot of different types of insurances, and we work really closely with the plans to make sure that the patients understand what their plans cover, and then work with the patients as well to make sure that they get everything that they need.
Wow.
Whether their plan covers it or not, we want to make sure they're taken care of.
Oh my gosh. What kind of jobs do you have open?
So we have a little bit of everything. As Dale was talking about, Dale and CareerSource, they're a great partner and have been so great in inviting us to participate in this health career fair. So what we're looking for certified medical assistants, front desk individuals. Most of our clinics are staffed with 1 to 2 providers, and that can be 2 physicians or a physician and a nurse practitioner or a physician's assistant. And then each of those providers generally have at least 1 certified medical assistant that works with them in the back. Okay. And we also use certified medical assistants in the front as well, at the front desk to greet our patients. So that's the main bit of what we do, but we like them to be well diversified in their skills and being able to take care of patients and have the right attitude.
And I'm guessing in the same way with Robert, the positions are, if you have the ability to learn, and this is what CareerSource's role is in this, right? They have to screen the people, so they send you people who are good potential candidates, right?
That
Absolutely.
is correct.
And right now we're just trying to find those people.
Yeah. So the fair. When is the fair? Oh, here it is. Robin has.
It's next Wednesday. It'll actually be held at One Health Center.
A week from today. Okay.
A week from today, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Okay. All right. And so this. Oh my gosh, we got to make sure we mention this more than just now.
Well, we have 20 businesses that will be on site recruiting.
Oh, so this is just 2 of 20.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so there's a lot of
It's going to be a very large event. We were talking before out in the lobby. A lot of our career fairs that we're doing now, we're really trying to get a little more industry specific because the labor pool is down, unemployment is very low. Everybody has a hiring need. We're trying to focus our recruitment and outreach into specific industries. And of course, in the healthcare field, there's always a need. And so we've really been able to pull together a really good group of businesses to participate in this. And we just need to get the word out to get the individuals there to fill those jobs.
Do people have to have a background in the medical field for some of the jobs that will be showcased at the career fair?
Well, so back at the spirit of this, we wanted at One Health Center, we fight and struggle to find good candidates. And so my idea was to hopefully reach out and get, be able to talk to high school graduates coming out and giving them a path. So doing our part to inspire. So we're not constantly fighting with our competitors for the best talent, but let's start at the pool level. Let's start encouraging people to go into the career, healthcare career. And so maybe that's step 2 that we partner with CareerSource is reach out so that the pool gets bigger and the talent, kind of that was our initial idea.
Mm-hmm. So a little story I want to tell you. Robert and I do between Thanksgiving and Christmas, we play music at the nursing homes, the assisted living facilities in the community. So we kind of get to know a lot of them during those 28 days or whatever it is, right? There was a young lady we knew who had this vibrant personality. She worked at a fast food restaurant here in the food court, actually. Trying not to name her or the place. But anyway, so she had this really amazing personality, and then we no longer saw her. Well, she was working in one of these facilities when we went out, and it was the perfect fit for her. So I'm not saying anything bad about working in fast food. That's obviously the best thing for some people. But in her case, her calling really was doing what you're talking about. And I'm glad she found that path. And the only reason I'm bringing it up is because there's somebody else out there right now that is young, that has a lot of energy and can help out with what you're trying to do.
Well, and if you look at what the opportunities available, again, right before we came on, we were talking, in the healthcare field, looking at where you can start. And without necessarily having a degree, if you're looking for a receptionist, somebody, a lot of times it's to find that right person. You can groom them, you create that dedication. We look at it from the aspect when we get into a very low unemployment, it's going to create a great deal of churn in the labor force, and you're going to have the healthcare providers essentially poaching from each other, and that really doesn't benefit anybody in doing that. So starting with the young talent and bringing them up and showing them what are the opportunities, what are the career paths.
That's a wonderful idea.
Career paths are very important right now.
Should they all have their resumes filled out before they get there to the career fair, or will each business that's looking have certain forms they need to fill out right there?
Well, I think that some of the businesses we've had businesses in the past that they find that right person walks in and they want them to fill out the application while they're there. That could happen. You definitely have to have a resume. That's your calling card. That's how you sell yourself. The resume is designed to get you an interview. It won't get you a job. So have that resume to get you in the door to get that interview. From there, it's up to them to sell themselves.
Do you ever look into their future, like a potential employee? You try to see, well, where do you want to be in 3 years? Because I'm imagining that, let's use this young girl again, this young lady, she probably wants to go further. Are there educational opportunities once you're in the door that maybe she could be a nurse's assistant or something?
Yeah, absolutely. So we don't necessarily have a standardized program for that, but what we do try to do is when we get really valuable team members in, and we want to keep them as part of us, so we want to keep increasing their skill base. So for instance, we recently hosted a training for all of our medical assistants to become IV certified, so they can actually do IVs in the offices. Man. So while it may not be a quote degree that we're giving them, we're constantly teaching them new skills. We have an in-house trainer that even goes office to office to train on new skills, make sure that everybody's staying sharp on everything, because you're exactly right. We want to grow our own talent pool as well. And luckily, with having multiple locations, we do have opportunities for advancement within VIP care as well. And we've seen that happen many times where somebody might be promoted from a medical assistant to an office manager to a regional manager and just on from there. So those are the success stories that we want to start creating by attracting these young people as well.
So can you tell me exactly what VIP care is? Is it an in-house facility with patients?
So we're primary care offices. We do primary care, internal medicine and family medicine, and specifically we focus on the demographic of 65 and older. So we focus on Medicare patients.
We're still too young, Robin.
I know. I'm getting there.
Right now. Yeah. So we just do outpatient medicine, but we do more than that. We really want to wrap our arms around our patients and go that extra mile to take really excellent care of them. Whether that means that they might need a ride, maybe we call Uber and get them to pick them up so that they don't miss their appointment. We want to make sure that they have groceries at home, that their fridges are stocked. So we want to go that extra mile to serve our patients and be that medical home for our patients as well.
When we donate blood, the phlebotomist is often brand new. And they're poking and trying to figure out where that vein is. Is that the same thing as the IV training? Is that what that is?
It's different. So that's usually removing the fluid. What we're actually talking about as well with the IV certification is putting the fluid back into the body, IV Lasix or just any sort of fluids that we might.
You got to get that right.
If somebody's dehydrated, being able to bring them into the office and provide that service to them to keep them from having to go to the hospital.
So it's outpatient.
Outpatient. It's all outpatient. That's correct.
And people are interested in benefits, whether you're single or have a family. Does both of those locations offer benefits?
We do. We have a full suite of benefits, and including family health care coverage. So that any new hire team member can opt into it and add dependents as needed.
And dental and vacation time, personal time.
Vacation, PTO time.
Mm-hmm.
And at VIP Care, we're similar in the fact that we do offer a full scope of benefits as well. But we also want to offer that opportunity for advancement and for growth and for reconnecting people with why they want to be in the healthcare field. It's not just a job, it's a calling. So we want to find those individuals that are really passionate about patient care.
So the people who are already sort of in doing this, like the resident care aides, I think that's what they call them, or assistants at like the assisted living facility. I know
Certified nursing assistants, CNAs?
No, those are higher level. These are like they
patient care techs.
Yeah, they basically make minimum wage, but they're really working hard. They're changing clothing and putting them in showers. Those people really already have the desire to help other people. So it sounds like they would be perfect candidates for almost all these positions.
Absolutely. It's, I mentioned earlier, I look for people with a smile in their voice that would be amiable to our WOW training, but it starts before that. And it's someone that walks in and you just immediately know they have a healing heart. That is really the core. And you can really get that out of someone in an interview, someone who comes from a place of healing and they just want to serve.
And how did you find your path in life? What happened for you?
So my father's a local retired physician, and I started managing out of college. I had the luck of an opportunity with the large law firm in Tallahassee. And I did that for several years. And then one day my father said, well, if you can manage attorneys, you can manage doctors. So not that easy, not that similar, but he did make some introductions for me. And that was back in 1996. I moved to Ocala to manage my first medical practice.
So a healing heart is what you have also.
I have not known anything different my whole life.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm sure that's true with working with attorneys, but it seems like with doctors, maybe it's more apropos, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Are all of the doctors at both of your facilities on call then? Do they split their time between your facilities and they're on call at the hospitals?
So we don't actually take call at any of the hospitals. We don't do the inpatient service side, but from the outpatient side, we are on call 24/7 for our own patients. So in the middle of the night, if they need something, they can absolutely give us a call, and we've got a physician that's on call that can answer their questions and help them through something.
So one thing I'm a little confused about, and I want to make sure that the audience isn't confused also, maybe they're not, but I wasn't sure. Are you talking about, are the potential candidates including high school seniors right now, or are they is it still too early for them?
We probably won't see too many of those.
Okay.
Mostly probably individuals that are maybe in school, but at the college level.
Okay.
Pursuing. We do career exploration days every spring with the high schools and middle schools, which we'll certainly want you all involved with next year, where we actually bring all of about 800 last year, 800 of the kids from the high school and the middle school in for 2 days. We hold it out on top of the world.
Wow.
And we have representatives from the healthcare industry, advanced manufacturing, and the kids get to come in and talk firsthand with the representatives to see real world. I mean, they can come in our office and talk to us, but for them to actually talk to the people that may be hiring them in a couple of years, it makes a bigger impact in their life. And it really gives the representatives a chance to talk with the youth to say, here's where you should really go. I mean, these folks are the experts in their field.
Yeah,
so they see what's going to be happening 5 years down the road. And if you're going to be graduating in 2 years, you may be going to a technical school or a college. What do those next steps look like?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good. The health fair is a week from today. It's at the
One
Health Center here in Ocala. But do the jobs that are represented there, are they spread throughout the three counties?
The jobs will be primarily Marion County.
Oh, primarily. Okay.
Are the businesses that are going to be there? I just pulled some statistics yesterday and looked at it, and what's going on in the healthcare industry. There's certainly a need. Last month, July. For Marion County alone, there was 968 job listings. And we have in Marion County 1,453 establishments that are registered as a healthcare provider or a social service provider. And most of the occupations cross over between the two. So if you look at 968 job openings, over 1,453 businesses, that's almost 2/3 of the businesses are hiring right now. This month, we're currently at 596 listings for Marion County.
My goodness.
And we're only halfway through the month. So you can kind of see where it's going in that industry. Major need.
So what would they do? They would call CareerSource and get started on this, or do they just show up next week?
They can just show up. You can go on our website. We do have on our calendar events. We have the event is listed right now. We do have 20 businesses that are signed up for it. Sometimes that changes, so I'm not going to give a full rundown of the businesses, but we do keep the list on the website updated daily as it changes. So anybody that's interested can go on and see who's going to be there, and we have their jobs listed in our system so they can see exactly what's going on and what's going to be available.
And this is also for licensed professionals like RNs and
absolutely.
Okay, so it does climb.
RNs, I mean RNs. That's always a top need. So.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to ask both of you, do you have any stories of people you've hired that really took hold of their opportunities and climbed the ladder, so to speak?
That's a great question. We actually have a recent success story at one of our clinics here in Ocala, where we had a practice manager that had come in and just done great things with some new physicians that were there, getting some great results with patients as far as better outcomes. Our patients are healthier. They're staying out of the hospital. Those types of things. Right. We had some great success out of that one particular office. And as opportunities sometimes present themselves, we're a growing company, and we had a need to promote someone into a regional position to manage multiple clinics.
Oh, wow.
So we were able to take that office manager and promote him into that position, and at the same time backfill his office management position with one of our medical assistants that was actually in the clinic that had kind of
two people climbed the ladder.
So two people climbed the ladder at once.
Wow.
So that's a beautiful thing when you can recognize the hard work of someone and the dedication and their passion for care and further advance them as a professional as well.
Well, and knowing that your employer is going to recognize your potential and encourage you to pursue it, I mean, that says a lot. I think from an employee perspective, you want to know that your boss is looking out for what's best for you.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
Do you need nutritionists?
So we don't have any nutritionists on our staff right now as it is, but we're constantly looking at new ways to solve old problems. So for instance, many of our patients suffer from diabetes. So nutrition is something that's very imperative when you're going through that and managing that disease. So we're always looking for new ways to help our patients.
Just so you know why I'm cringing, we just got 6 cupcakes waiting for us in the refrigerator. It sounds like there's a lot of great opportunities. For those who are listening right now, we are videotaping this. It'll be up on YouTube immediately. So please share this video with those who will benefit from the information. And again, it's next Wednesday at One Health Center, 1714?
Yes.
Is that right, Robert?
Southwest 17th.
Southwest 17th, right next to, what did you say?
The bowling alley.
The bowling alley. That's always a good landmark. Yeah.
Should the people that would like to attend the health fair, the ones that are looking for the job, should they go to the CareerSource website first and pre-apply?
They can pre-register with us if they want to, but again, they don't have to. But I do want to throw it out there. If anybody's interested in coming and they need help with their resume, we do have a resume workshop next Tuesday at our CareerSource office over on 14th Street. It'll be from 2 to 4 p.m. Anybody that wants to sign up for that, they can call our office, or they can do that also on our website.
Hey, Katie, we didn't leave you out. Robin gave me your name, but she told me you didn't want to say anything. I just didn't want to think I was ignoring you. Thank you all for coming in and doing this, and good luck with everything. And
thank you.
For the listeners, please share this. I don't want anybody to be without a job. It makes your life, doesn't it, when you have a rewarding opportunity?
Very true.
Very true.
Thank you, Dale. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you, as always.
We'll take a little break. We'll be right back.
On this Wednesday, we'll see a mix of sun and clouds. There can be a shower and thunderstorm around, mainly in the morning at the coast, though. The high 89 at the coast, 93 inland. Then partly cloudy wind tonight, low 73 and then 78 along the coast. Thursday will be partly sunny. An afternoon and evening thunderstorm in a few places. The high 89 at the coast, 93 inland.